Hey, everybody, welcome back. Today, this is Jeffrey Weiss with the Preparedness Network. Thank you so much for joining me here. And we're so happy to have you, man. It's incredible. We're going to go live here and just talk about a few things. I want to talk about the word clear, CLEAR. What does clear stand for? What does it mean in fact, is leadership? So, this is an acronym, CLEAR, that represents the 5 lanes of leadership growth. In this pathway, every person needs to travel and develop the leader within. And this CLEAR stands for communication, leadership, equip, attitude, and relationship. A leader learns how to communicate to prepare properly. You need to talk to your people and find out what they're doing. Find out where they're doing, be able to communicate with them properly. A lot of people have problems with communication. And how do you communicate the best? What are the best levels of communication? A lot of people, when they communicate, it's like hitting a brick wall. They're talking, but their words are not getting to the people. They're speaking to a brick wall. Some people speak way beyond the people, and they don't communicate correctly because they're speaking another language. They're speaking to impress themselves. They're speaking because they have all this. They want to show how much knowledge they have. That's not the correct communications. You've got to communicate to your people correctly and properly. Communicate so they can understand you and they can feel empowered by their communication. If you're communicating so you can show them that you're the better person and the better leader, that's not proper communication. Okay? The number one thing a leader does is create leaders, and by communicating. So that's leadership. So leadership equips their when you say leadership, so we have communication, now we learn leadership. So the leaders create leaders. So leadership is creating a leader. And that's what it's all about. There's nothing there's nothing more important a leader can do than to create a leader. If you're a leader and you're not out creating other leaders, you're not a proper leader and you're not leading correctly. That's what you need to do. So equip. Leaders equip their teams with the skills and tools needed to become leaders. Leaders also equip themselves by continuing their training and growth as a leader. So you should be going out to user groups, going out to seminars, going out to all these things to become an incredible leader that's within you and to help other leaders and other people on your teams to grow. Give them the schools, give them the tools they need and allow them to try tools and try and break tools and fix tools and whatever they can do. But let them experiment. Don't let them be them. Don't stifle them, but give them the tools and the equipment they need and then let them lead. Okay, attitude. Leaders come with an attitude to dominate the problem or change that comes. And one thing you can guarantee is that every time you do something, something is going to be changed. The only guarantee a leader has is that something is going to change. And most likely it's not going to be for the greatest. It's going to be a change that requires work. And you need, as a leader, to go out there and change and become the change. Excuse me. Okay, we've talked about communication. We've talked about leaders who make great leaders. We've talked about equipping your staff. We've talked about coming with the correct attitude. Now, relationships. A leader develops relationships with people so that they can march behind them, so they can march in front of them, and they can march next to them and share the same goals. So if you are a leader, you need to learn how to build relationships with your teams and with people on other teams and with other leaders. Because if you want to become the best leader, it requires you to work with other leaders. If you can't work with other leaders, you're not the leader you think you are. And you need to get with the program, and the program is relationships. Hey, thank you so much for joining me. This quick little thing we're talking about. Clear. Understand, be clear about what it takes to be a leader. Communication, leadership, equipment, attitude, and relationships. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining me here, and I will see you guys later on. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.